Hi guys, welcome back to the pub. I'm Alex.
I'm Miguel.
So we recorded like 20, 15 minutes of this, and then one of us had technical difficulties,
It
and
was
then his
me.
computer just shut the fuck off. So
The FBI
and we
got
talked
me, man.
about Cyberpunk 2077 for a good like 10 minutes and like our future Star Wars game. So we're just gonna recap what we said. Just straight up, Cyberpunk, what the fuck? I hope you fix your
What a
shit.
disaster.
It is terrible. I'm still gonna buy you on PS5 only if you get the bugs
You
right.
fix that shit.
Um, and No Man's Land, stop talking shit because you had a worse launch. You should shut the fuck up.
Well,
That's
I know
all you
you
can
not
do.
talking.
Yep. But Avengers, you don't look so bad this year. So good on you. And then we talked about our dream Star Wars game, and I know this is like a big deal in the thumbnail, but unfortunately, we kind of just ran out our spirits about 20 seconds. We ranted for a good 10 minutes, y'all, and
Yeah.
we don't have the energy to do it again. But
Well constructed arguments and everything, bro. And
yeah, it was like one of the greatest debates you'll ever hear.
the
I might upload
FBI.
it. I might upload it one of these days.
Just do bloopers or outtakes or
Yeah,
something.
I think I'm gonna just do a blooper. Oh my god, yeah. But anyway, and
Yeah,
then we
it
talked about
was.
our dream Star Wars game. I
Yeah.
said a full-on Lego Clone Wars, like
Of
seasons
all seven
one,
seasons.
yeah, of all 1 through 7, all the arcs, even like the boring, shitty ass ones, like
The Jar Jar arc.
yeah, even that one, I don't give a fuck. Hell yeah. Even the Rose and Tico arc. No, not Rose and Tico. What are the sisters' name?
Oh, the Mortez system?
Yeah,
Martez?
even their arc, I don't give a fuck.
I don't even remember their names.
Yeah, cause like I mean, think about it. Once you do free play, you could play as Mace Windu in that level and make shit even better. So,
Yeah, that should be dope.
all right, now
Like I
your
was,
turn. Go on your
oh,
summary of your rant and then your dream Star Wars game.
yeah, my dream Star Wars game. It was the multiplayer of Battlefront 2 mixed with Jedi Fallen Order, except it would have the open world map of Red Dead Redemption 2. That was mine.
Yeah. But go ahead. Just summarize that shit you were talking about, Cyberpunk, man.
Oh, man, that shit was it was disappointing to say the least. What was it? 8 years of hype. I think they were building up that game, and they released a piece of
2012.
shit. Yeah, and the
2012.
yeah, and CD Projekt lost like $1 billion from the disastrous launch, and their apologies make it sound like they knew the game was broken and they still released it that way, which is the most or not disheartening part, I guess.
Yeah.
I know people are blaming the ones who kept rushing them to release the game,
I
but
mean,
like
they have a part, but then again, at the end, the company is really when they decide.
yeah. And keep in mind, this game was supposed to release like what this spring of 2020, and it's not even. It doesn't even feel like a completed game. It feels like a demo at best.
A beta.
Yeah, exactly. Like some people can't even access some of the story missions because the glitches and all that. It's like what the fuck, bro. How you fuck up this bad with all this hype, bro?
I was hyped for this game since elementary,
Yeah,
and
you were always excited about it when we
I was
talked
always
about it on the
I was
podcast.
always hyped about this game. I was like, I'm gonna play it, and then once they PS5, I was like, I'm gonna wait till PS5. Now I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna wait till PS5. I gotta wait till spring when Skywalker comes out.
Yeah,
Lego Skywalker, to be
I
to be clear.
yeah, I figured the trailers were a little too good to be true for Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
They looked way too badass, bro.
yeah, they were a little too badass for its own right.
Yeah,
And then
if
like I said, I'm playing Witcher 3, so they announced Witcher
mm.
4. Take your time. Don't say when the release date is. Just say, hey, we're working on it. Here's some
Yeah,
graphics. Don't rush us like last time, and we gonna be all right.
that's probably what Rockstar's doing with GTA 6. I hope.
Oh, I don't know. I think they're milking the shit out of 5.
I hope they're working on 6, at least starting the story or
I
something.
think they're working on it, but I know that I see it coming out like 2023, 2024.
Man, GTA 6 just better have a feature where I can like travel planets and go to Mars and shit, bro.
I think
Because at
I
this
mean
point, that's what GTA 5 is gonna turn into.
yeah. And then the DLC throw thieves is stupid. You gotta
It's so
oh,
dumb.
it's so stupid.
The
I think the
flying
total.
bikes and shit,
I
bro.
think I think someone made the total for like a like DLC for every like story mission they did in total comes around like 100 something.
And the cars are so fucking expensive. Most of the players can't even afford all the new vehicles they're adding in GTA Online. It's
Yeah.
so ridiculous. And if you can't afford it, you can basically just destroy the entire lobby. They have like a whole ass orbital cannon in there. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I just ugh.
You can't even enjoy the game anymore without like fucking being blown up in your car.
But anyway, that's it for Cyberpunk 2077. I know he's like 4 minutes in, and that's it. Even though we talked, and then we just got like 10, 12 minutes like a topic. But I'm telling you, we had like a good 10 minutes about video
Yeah,
games,
we did a good
Cyberpunk,
half an hour of like
and
a
then
regularly scheduled
and
podcast.
then our podcast got hacked by Russia, and
And
then that was
the
about it.
FBI finally caught up to me, bro.
Like ah shit, they're talking too much about these games we control. But
Someone said we're slandering Cyberpunk too much, bro.
and they're like, all right, we gotta freeze them. No,
Get these
but
motherfuckers out of here.
uh, but I look. I mean, video games are still booming, especially during the pandemic. Because no matter what happened in 2020, I think what to me it did the most is it brought me back to my gaming years. Because I stopped playing video games
Yeah,
once
facts.
like middle school came across. I stopped playing video games.
I
I
stopped
mean, I
playing
still
video games
played
when
them.
I
Like I had my Wii. I still
oh
got my PS4, but I wasn't like into it. Nah, this
mhm.
year that's all I did. I bought like more games than I have in like since like middle school.
Well, I mean, I didn't buy any games. I just waited for them to all go free. But yeah, I hadn't like played video games since like fucking since I got into high school. Because eighth grade, I stopped playing video games entirely.
Yeah.
Um, and then it finally brought me back, and I've been playing like GTA, fucking Minecraft, Mortal Kombat, and shit like that. So it's been fun as fuck.
Yeah. You know what's not booming? Fucking theaters, man.
Oh my god.
Because man, this week in the movie industry we had uh well, history repeats it. We had another actor break out from his role, and not in the spectacular, more like he broke character. And Tom Cruise this week, for those you haven't heard, so he had like this outrage, right? Of these two people breaking the COVID rules. And he's like, "Don't you ever fucking do that again. You hear me?" And he's like, "I will fucking fire you. I am trying to save the industry, motherfucker." Like he went full on like his character from Tropic Thunder. Like you just cussed him
Yeah.
out for so long, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn, like
I
what the
completely forgot he was in Tropic Thunder. I'm not even gonna lie. I forgot that was him under all that makeup.
I was like, damn, like what? And like I was like, damn, like what did they do, right? And what I thought, I just assumed was like I thought the guys didn't wear their mask, right? And like and I know like the
Wait,
film Twitter
that's
is
not what happened? I thought that's what they did.
yeah. So like I know film Twitter's divided as fuck because like they Taco shouldn't have done that. They were like, oh, he should have done that. I'm a little I lean more to he should have not done it like that, but I also understand why he did it that specific way. Does that make sense? Yeah, like
I think so. I think I
I
get what
lean more towards that he should not have done it like that, or at least he wasn't reasonable to do that. But I'm also like, but I also understand why he did it. Because at first I thought it was like these guys were wearing masks. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, of course yell at them, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
but it turns
uh,
out it's just because they were standing
yeah,
a
they were
little
just
too close
closed. I was like,
together.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, I get it. But then, and then a lot of these, I follow a lot, and then like I follow a lot of these people who like do channels on YouTube, specifically First Cut, Director RB3. He pointed out like Tom Cruise yelling more about the financial shit than he was about like the healthcare shit. He was saying you're gonna get all of these coworkers sick. He was just all about the industry and the produce. I was like, you kind of right, yo. Like it makes sense. Do you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
because like I don't know. And then I told you earlier when I was like, yeah, and I just started thinking about that when I was like, yeah, like I mean, if he really gave a fuck about the COVID, like he would have not gone see Tenet in theaters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he would have talked about protecting the crew and and all that stuff. But so like I'm like, yeah, but I
And he
lean more
touched
to he
he
should not have done it, and like it's more like he cared about his ego. I understand, why he yelled at the same time. And other people are like,
yeah.
nah, because we had four is COVID. And I was like, yeah, that's true. And I agree for COVID. If he was really arguing about COVID, you know what I'm saying? And then the other reason, the other argument is like about the human side, right? You don't just yell at someone because of your ego and shit. And I was like, I don't know about that, you know, like sometimes, you know, being yelled out does do the work. Then I thought about my old jobs at warehouse. I remember how my boss was like, I don't know. I think they could have done that. I think they could have told me, hey, you fucked up without yelling at me, wasting
Yeah.
5 minutes when I could have gotten the job done. So like, yeah, I'm leaning more to like that was kind of unnecessary. Like Tom Cruise should have just been like, hey, do that one more time or you're fucking fired, you know? Or instead of like yelling. And the weird part is, he has been telling these guys for a while not to do it to the point where he broke, right? The
Hmm.
other weird part is, even though he talked to him for this tells me it's not the first time he's been yelling on set, because someone had that shit ready to go. Someone had
Yeah.
that audio ready to
They probably
go.
saw like the signs and they were like, "Let me whip out the phone real
I
quick."
think this might have happened a few more times before. Like the first time he might have yelled, not as crazy. Saying he's pushing, but I think this is like, oh shit, he broke. I gotta record this.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's fucking crazy. It is fucking crazy, man. Um, and then later on, a lot of crew members from Mission Impossible 7 quit because of
Oh
that.
yeah, I heard about that. I heard that they
Again, what this tells me is he's been doing this for a while.
they're
This
tired
is
of his
not the
shit.
first
I
time he
think.
yells at someone. He has been doing this shit for a long while. Um,
How tall is Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise is like 1 inch. He's like 2 to 3 inches below me. He's like 5'2" or 5'3".
He's 5'7".
He's
This
five
motherfucker
what?
5'7". This
That's
motherfucker
not
short.
short.
That's
That's like
short.
you calling me short? I'm 5'6".
I mean, for me it's short because I'm like 5'11", I think.
Yeah, no, because like the average size for guys is like 5'6" to like 5'8". That's like the average, right?
Oh, is
So
it?
like
I never knew that. I thought it was like
yeah,
5'10".
So I
Oh,
don't know, cause I
well,
read
I
this
guess it's
motherfucker.
not short. Yeah. I
I'm
know
pretty sure
guys
this
who are like
motherfucker is like
5'2".
5'4".
I know
Because
guys
like
who are
I've
like
seen him in set
5'2".
photos. I'm pretty sure this motherfucker is like 5'4".
Yeah, he probably edited that Google just to say he's taller.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like 5'4", because I've seen him like in stools and like
If he's 5'4", that's even funnier, bro. Like
yeah, cause like
you gonna let a short dude just yell at you, bro. Just dunk on him.
I mean I don't know. Like if Tom Cruise yelled at me, I'd be like, sorry.
Just smack the fuck out. I
But like
like it,
he'd be used to
Kaji.
it, and then he'd get back up, and because that I think that's the scary part when you like beat the fuck out of like a small bully, but he gets up really quick. Like, oh, he's done this shit before.
Yeah,
He's about to go full on Rocky.
motherfucker be jumping off of like planes and shit in real life, bro. I don't think a smack is nothing to him.
Yeah, he's like,
Go
oh,
do
you gonna smack you to the ground? I'm gonna smack you up to the air. Like,
it.
let's go.
Just one punch.
I won't be surprised if he just knocks a guy out. But
He
yeah,
puts up
man,
big slumps
I
and motherfucker,
just
bro. Like,
that's crazy though, dude. Cause cause I think Tom broke on set for the financial shit, and I think it shows him how much he's worried about him losing
his
that
profit.
theater like ego. You know what I'm saying? Because don't get me wrong, because
Yeah.
I've never seen Mission Impossible movie, but Mission Impossible 6, I just saw it on my own with my homie, and we were like, damn, we don't know nothing about the Mission Impossible, but that shit was fire. You know? So I mean, where do you stand? I mean, you already heard me. You know,
Yeah.
I'm leaning more towards like he should not have done like that. That was wrong. But I just understand why he did it. But what do you lean on this, man?
Yeah, I understand the whole, getting upset about it, but I don't know about the yelling part. I think it's a little overkill. But the reason I was like kind of defending Tom Cruise's like I guess his outbreak or whatever
Hmm.
is because I thought the crew members weren't wearing masks. And
Same, same, bro.
now that I've learned that they were just standing a little too close, it's like, bro, you kind of blew this a little out of
But
proportion.
you know what though? Even if they weren't wearing masks, just fire them. You know, you don't have to make
I
a
mean,
grand show. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to make a grand show about these
I
masks.
guess,
And
but
it's funny
if you don't
because
like set them straight, they're never gonna learn. That's the issue. They'll
yeah.
probably just go to another movie set do the exact same thing.
And I got into my first Twitter argument, which I'm not proud. Because I thought it was mask, and the guy I was arguing with also thought it was mask, and we were going at it like, oh fuck you, you're stupid. We're like, I don't know, like I kind of disagree on here and there. But the person arguing, he said something really odd about that. I was like, he was like, you don't want to like you want to like convince them to where like, or like he was using examples like, hey, you don't want someone to like yell at you to do your job. You want someone to ease you and convince you into like helping you. I'm like, yeah, but that shouldn't be the case for masks. And it's like, yeah, that should, because obviously, a bunch of people, they aren't wearing masks because we didn't convince them right. It's like, I don't know though, because wearing a mask is kind of just logic one. It's like common sense 101. And also like, and again, this was me when I thought it was about the mask. Like again, if it's on the job that says wear a mask, you do it. And also COVID, like it's a little easing out. But yeah, it wasn't like those hardcore like bulky arguments. It was just like, I don't even call it a debate, because debate it's like we were like polite. It wasn't polite, but it wasn't like not polite. You know what I'm
It was
saying?
like an informal
It was
debate.
not even informal, just like come on, dude, no, you come on, all right, well then, and he's like, all right, we all right. It was like one of those back
Mhm.
and forths, but I didn't say this guy was a fucking loser. I didn't Star Wars
That
fan base this fucker. And I was like, all right, you got your beliefs and I got mine. Like that's what at the end of the
that's
day.
gotta be like the most civilized Twitter argument ever. Because
Nah,
like,
I mean I wouldn't think civilized is the right word. I think the most like non-explosive one, where it's like caps. But yeah, the even with the mask, yeah, just you should have just fired them like out, and then standing 2 feet is like, I don't know, because is Tom Cruise gonna yell at me at Starbucks for not standing 2 feet when I'm like doing drive-in and there's a person next to me, like what's gonna happen?
yeah, it's just, I don't know. The situation is just, I can understand the people who still defend him even after like the whole, even after finding out it's not about masks, but I don't know. I think it could have been handled, a little calmer, I
Way
guess.
better, yeah. I think Tom Cruise would be
Yeah,
like, hey,
I
get the
don't think
fuck
the
out.
shouting was
That's it.
necessary. Yeah, I don't think the shouting was necessary. If it was masked, go off. Just
Yeah,
completely go off on them. That's my thought.
Mask, I lean. If it was Mask, I would lean a little bit more here. But even still, I'd be like, why are you gonna waste your time at any of them? If you know they're a danger and you've seen them do this for a long time, tell them to get out. That's it. You're good. You're done. That's show business. You're out. Uh, but
Yeah,
that's just
that's
me,
true. I guess.
And I don't know. I think it'd be interesting because I think the vaccines are starting to get out more here. I think now it's for like work. That's good. But I think it'd be interesting if like the theaters. I have think they'll survive to a point, and if once Tom does like the press, I think the one thing everyone's gonna tell him is like, do not ask him about the rat. Do not ask him about that shit. I think that's gonna be, and there's gonna be one guy who does. There's always one guy who asks like the most controversial shit. There's always that one fucker. So I'm looking forward to that moment. I wonder if he's gonna go off on him. But overall, Tom Cruise is little ego. Not even. I think this is where he showed his egotistical shit at most. Um,
I mean, I
but
think everyone always knew he had a bit of an ego.
yeah, I know. But I think now is like when the public finally gets that grand
It,
ass image.
it's like, oh, he really is a little crazy.
Not it's like, oh, he lost in this. Okay, yeah. But man, could you imagine if like if instead of could you know what'd be great? Imagine if like instead of Tom Cruise, it was like someone else completely non-famous, and everyone just like started attacking them because it wasn't Tom Cruise.
They would have ended their career, but
Yeah,
knowing
and
fucking
that's
Twitter
the
and
other thing
cancel
too. If it
culture,
wasn't Tom Cruise, if whoever it was, bye.
yeah,
Which is
if it
like,
wasn't a popular celebrity, they would have just never got another job in Hollywood.
yep, yep, which is fucking crazy.
It just goes to show, there is a bias.
There is a bias in Hollywood is all about that clout game.
Yeah, people defend famous people a little too much.
Oh yeah, that's really true. That's really true.
I guess it kind of leans into the whole idea of stan culture. I guess
Yeah, yeah.
people who
Stan culture is
uh,
like a little toxic,
people who go above and beyond to defend their favorite celebrities.
especially with the fan cams.
Yeah, I especially hate
I'm
that.
not saying everyone part of that K-pop stan camps is like Tom. I'm just saying like the hella talk, like the Amber Heard's one.
Yeah,
Ooh,
not all stands are bad, But for some reason, there's the ones that like to put themselves out there, and those are like the toxic ones that
Yeah.
like to go out for attention. But then there's like the chill ones that you'll see that they'll kind of just have a conversation about their sands and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be the random ones too, right? Where it's like, I don't know, where you go on like on a Twitter and you scroll down feed, and like they're just like cool, and they put like a stand of like whoever they like, not worship, like whoever they're like celebrating their camp. Like, all right, well, that's there. So it is crazy though, man. Cause like the first few hours I was for Tom, and then later on like people were talking to me like, hey, but think about it this way. It's like, oh, all right, yeah. And I thought my job was the warehouse. Nah, yeah, I understand now. Yeah, that shit was that screaming was unnecessary.
Yeah, it wasn't until like literally a couple minutes ago when I looked it up that I figured out it wasn't about masks.
Yeah. And it's crazy because like a lot of people are like, oh, you've been yelled at, and it's like, no, yeah, we've been yelled at, but like that's our parents, and they get to yell at us because they know who we are, like just because like a PA and we're lower doesn't mean you get to treat us like shit. It just means like we're new and there's other ways to do it. But Hollywood's always gonna be like a place if you fuck up, you're out, and it's gonna be hard for you to get
Yeah,
out.
as much I know you and I kind of want to get in the Hollywood industry, but like as much as we do, we kind of we know it's
I'm
a
already
little fucked.
expecting like one of my days at PA, and so I was like, hey, do you know someone that does gardening? I was like, I don't know. Like that's what people react. Like I'm gonna be like, I don't know, man. I'm not. I don't know. I mean, I do, but I don't know what you want with them. Like, what? You think I'm gonna
Yeah,
hook you up?
yeah, the industry is a little weird to put it politely.
It is weird. I think there's a lot of fake people in the industry too, but like, I don't think it's like hardcore. I mean, some of them are flaky as fuck. It's like there are them Kevin Spaceys, but I just think some of them are like fake for the clout. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a bunch of those. But yeah, Tom Cruise, crazy ass motherfuckers, crazy ass.
Yeah, as if him doing his own stunts wasn't crazy enough. He's going around yelling at people for
Yeah, you know what's funny?
standing a little too
Someone,
close.
someone was like, I hope someone yelled at Tom Cruise for like fucking up the scheduled production, causing them to lose their jobs during Mission Impossible 6. I was like, oh, okay, you make a point. You got a point there, buddy. That's a fair point. And Tom Cruise, he kind of does take away jobs in a way. He does his own stunts. Usually, stunt people are like, minorities. Usually, so I'm just saying,
Yes,
Tom, man.
stunt actors don't get enough recognition, to be
There's
honest.
gotta be a stunt category for Oscars one day. Maybe the movie's not as bullshit, but at least like a stunt nomination.
Oh
Because people
god.
put out their fucking lives. Like, I don't know if you heard about the
Yeah.
stunt woman for Deadpool 2.
I think so. I think I might have.
Yeah, she died on that. Like, a lot of people are always dying. Some people always die on set. That doesn't make like people sometimes they die on set, so they gotta get their own recognition, or even like doing the in memorial. You know. Anyway, and let's stop talking about this toxic white man, and let's go to another one, bro. Seen Mank? Have you seen Mank?
I haven't. I haven't. I've heard
But you have
mixed
seen,
things about it.
yeah, but you have seen Citizen Kane, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what did you think? Okay, all right at the bat, what did you think about Citizen Kane?
Um, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was gonna be a boring movie, but I actually found myself pretty interested in it, in the story and all that. There were a few sequences that dragged on a little too long, but overall, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was it's a great film to analyze,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, bro, you kidding me?
Yeah,
With all these shots, the shots.
yes, the
Woo!
cinematography built different, bro. Um, and even just the main character himself. I forgot his name. It's his name is literally Kane.
I think it's Charles or Jeffrey something King. I forgot his name too.
I
But
think it might have been Charles, something like that. I forgot the
yeah,
name, to be honest, but I remember the movie though.
yeah, that movie. Yeah. The first time I watched it, I slept through like, minute 15. I was like, yeah, I'm out. Like I'm done. Like I yeah, this is boring. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm watching a newspaper shit. But it was like 2 years ago, so I was like, yeah, whatever. Watching it now, a little bit older. Yeah, I understand. I understand it all now. I understand most of it. I understand newspaper a bit more. The cinematography, man. I think that shit's crazy. I think that shit's amazing.
Yeah, people say Citizen Kane is the best movie of all time. I don't know about
Um,
that. I
I
still
think It's up
I
there with
think
the tier. It's tier for top 10 like films of all time.
yeah,
But I don't know about the best.
it's top tier, but I still think Minions is the best movie of all time,
Which one?
easily. Minions.
You had me there for a moment. You had. I was like, is he?
Is he dead ass? You better kick me out the fucking zoo.
I heard millions, but I was like, wait, and you said minion?
Oh my god, bro.
Hell nah, bro. Out here with that shit. Hell no. I was like, is he saying minions or millions? And you're like, minions. I was like,
Get
I
this
don't know.
motherfucker out of here. I need a new co-host.
Nah. Nah, man. But yeah, I finally saw Citizen Kane. The ending, I don't spoil it because I think it's worth like for you guys to, but like it hits hard. If you really pay attention, that payoff hits super hard. And
Yeah,
not spoiler alert, but
it's a
like
pretty
this is
depressing ending.
yeah, because this is all about how like success doesn't lead to happiness, and that's
Yeah.
something in my personal that I have been telling all everyone who I love, my friends, my family. Hey, you know, being successful, being rich does not mean you're happy. Personally, I think happiness is like who you spend your life with, who the homies you hang out with, the moments you make
Ew.
with the moments you make with your family.
Oh, this motherfucker's spitting.
I'm not spitting. It's just like I think genuine human connection is like the key to happiness. Cause like bro, let's be honest. Like one of us one day could like let's say and we have like a really shitty day because like a movie we make or a show is like being panned. It's being fucking whipped out, and we might get sad, but it's the people who has around who's gonna help us rebuild. And all right, maybe that didn't work, but I know I can fix it up.
Yeah.
So to me, it's all about human connection. I think Citizen Kane dives that shit, but way more politically, and I think that's what works super well, right?
Yeah. It it shows how taking advantage of every opportunity you get isn't always gonna benefit you personally, you know?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I think that's a very strong message, and I think just the execution of it is
Oh
very well
yeah,
done.
with all
It's
these time jumps, yeah,
yeah, it kind of yeah, it does. It jumps around time, and even showing us like his a little bit of his childhood and showing how like what happens to him. I guess I don't want to say anything specific.
yeah. But
Spoilers.
yeah, I think Citizen Kane. I think it's top tier, like top 10 movies of all time. And this is like separating like my favorite movies of all time. And I know it's like a little confusing. People are like, wait, what do you mean? Don't you like? So the way I see it is that favorite is like bias shit, right? But then like
Yeah,
sometimes but sometimes I like looking through
like
films through like the lens of like making it, the time it took, like
yeah,
all like all. Sometimes I'll mix it up. Like I think Godfather Part Two is like in my top tiers too, personally. But yeah, Citizen Kane. If you love film, you should check it out. It's a slow ass movie. Let's not get that confused. It's slow, man. The first 15 minutes, you won't think you're watching like MSBC or Fox News. That
yeah. The
shit's
first couple minutes are a little off.
yeah, that shit's off, man. But it's all about how you with the journey to the end, and it pays off. And you're like, damn, this shit was preached in the 30s, and it still applies now. The reason why I bring that movie up. Oh no, go. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. I think the people who are gonna get like the most enjoyment out of this movie are people that are like interested in film and that are like studying film and all that. I feel
Yeah,
like if you're used to like I guess Marvel movies and shit like that, like I guess
give
general
it a
movies.
chance.
If you're into like general movies and stuff, you might find the movie a bit boring, but you should still give it a chance just in case.
Yeah.
You never
Yeah,
know.
definitely. Yeah, people should always give a lot of old movies a chance. Some people haven't watched The Searchers. Some people haven't watched my favorite Christmas movie of all time, It's a Wonderful Life, which is fucking crazy. But point here is Citizen Kane. Go check it out. Now, why am I bringing up Citizen Kane? Because David Fincher, one of the most perfectionists in Hollywood, and he seems to, boy oh boy, he treats his actors like something else. Well, let's not flake that now. Gary Oldman said in an interview that he did a scene 100 times, and then David Fincher's like, yeah, bro, but it's 101 recent. I was like, God damn, holy shit. And then apparently like Jake Gyllenhaal was having beef with him, and when Jake Gyllenhaal like apologized, he's like, well, there is no need for an apology, but he's saying such potential. It's like, yeah, Fincher is he's something else. So His new movie Mank. I saw it. Why didn't I do a review of it? It's okay. Um, I
Not
think,
review worthy.
yeah, there's a lot of movies that weren't well, not because there's some movies I wanted to review, I never had the time, but I think Mank damages Fincher's filmmaking. But it all
Hmm.
depends on his next movie. Because I technically shots lens, yeah, it's great, it's beautiful. But story wise, it's like, do I really give a fuck about the guy who's working? Like, do I really care about him? You know, I get it how he's like does his own way and how he gets inspiration and shit. But like at the end, I was like, this is unnecessary. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like this was like I don't know. The weird part for me when it comes to Mank Man is that Fincher said he was trying to make this movie like it could have come out in the 1930s, right? And you know, I have like a thing for making shit coming out from their era too. So obviously I was hyped as fuck. I'm like, oh shit, I'm excited. I can't wait to see the audio and the sound definitely sounds something out of the 1930s. I'll give it praise to that. The audio and the soundtrack goes. It feels like something. It sounds like it could come out of the 1930s. The the movie story, yeah, yeah, I get it. You know, Hollywood in those times. And then here's like my take on why I didn't really enjoy it that much. Aside from the characters and story already, it did not look like it came out in the 1930s, which is weird because in the last 58 seconds, and this isn't really a spoiler, you know, every biopic shit that they like, like a still shot, and then what he did for his life and how they died. The last 30 seconds look like it came out because they do this scene where it's like the last recording of him before as he takes a picture, and it's like, man, from this one to this one, what he did afterwards, the only movie, blah blah blah. Those last 38 seconds look like some shit out of the 1930s. And I was like, why wasn't the entire movie shot like that instead? I get it, right? You want to present this black and white, but it's like the black and white aesthetic of the cinematography was super clear. Where I was like, that
It
shot,
felt more like a black and white filter,
yeah.
like an Instagram kind of
I
thing.
mean, which is weird because that's not because David Fincher he shot on black and white cameras, which is even more weirder. Because there's some shots that are like really gorgeous, and not that movies from 1930 didn't have gorgeous shots. It's just like these shots look way too advanced for 1930s.
What do you mean? You're like lacking like the film grain and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
precisely.
Mm.
And it's
That
not
could have been
me.
that could have been something they did in editing. Like they took it off for some reason.
Yeah, but
And
it's
if
weird because like
so,
why would you put it in the last 30 seconds?
true.
But and I'm not saying oh that's why. Well, that's part of it. I didn't like it as much aside story and the character. But like that really took me off. It's like this is too 2020 for a 1930s cinematography. Um, and yeah, that just kind of bothered me because like if they shot it with the grain and well not but if they added the grain filter and how like the shadows and how like one side be more dark than the other, then I really think this I still don't think I would have enjoyed this movie a lot. I think I would just appreciate the technicality of it all a bit more.
Just would have looked better.
Yeah. But like again, the story and characters, it's like I don't care about Mank. Lily Collins is the only sympathetic character. Also, she's really gorgeous in that movie. Amanda Seyfried's good. I'll tell you this: the performances of these movies are like top tier. But I also didn't care because the
But the
characters,
character, yeah, it's
yeah,
the
they didn't
characters
work.
more than the actors, right?
Yeah, it's like with A Star Is Born. The acting was too good for that story. Like that's why I got so that's why I'm surprised. But like,
Hmm.
except you know, Starborn has A Star Is Born is like has better characters. But my point is like this is I haven't seen Panic Room or the game yet. But so far, my like this is his lowest film on my list because it felt generic, which is really weird to say about a.
Would you say it's like Alien 3 levels?
I haven't seen
'Cause I
Alien
don't.
3 either.
Oh, you haven't. That's
Yeah,
interesting. Maybe that
yeah,
could be a discussion for next week because I have
maybe
some thoughts
maybe
about Alien 3.
I'm down, bro. But like for right now, I think Mank is like his lowest. And
Hmm.
if his next movie like hits pretty well, then I don't think this movie will be like his forgotten like quote unquote gem because a lot of people seem like this movie. But for me, it's like it's just all right, you know. Um, I know you haven't seen Mank, but But I don't know. Do you plan on seeing Mank or like what's up?
Yeah, I might watch it during my because I have winter break right now, so I'm gonna watch a bunch of stuff during that. So I think Mank is definitely gonna be on that list.
Yeah, I totally think you should check it out. It's just for me, it just for the concept it was going for, it didn't really work, dude. Like
It's like the execution wasn't like completely on point, right?
it's not even, it's just like there needed to be something more. I get Mank was like an alcoholic, and I get this cool 1930s political Hollywood, and I get it, but it's like, and apparently, like I even noticed, I had to watch analyze videos. The last 20 minutes were pretty much a reveal that this whole story is about the credit for Mank, which is fucking weird because Orson Welles only pops up like 3 times, and I didn't even think about that when he popped up last time. I didn't think it was a credit. I thought it was him saying, "Hey, get back on your track," which is weird because I was like, I didn't even know that was supposed to be the sign of like, oh, they're fighting for like who's really doing it, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, if this movie had Orson Welles more and emphasized more about how Orson wanted it or how much Orson wanted credit and how he bragged so much shit to the people while Mank was doing it, I think this would be a way better movie. I
Like a
think
little bit
it.
of a like a social network kind of
Yes,
thing.
I think if Fincher went more for Social Network about credit and shit, this could have been top tier. This could have been one of Fincher's best. With like not even okay, take away
Maybe he didn't want
cinematography.
it to feel like a copy and paste. That's probably
Both I don't know, man. I think he's done copy and paste a bunch of times.
yeah.
So I'm just saying if he went for that, I think this could have been Fincher's top tier, and I was looking forward to this. And there's something weird about Netflix and filmmakers I like, because also Charlie Kaufman's I think I'm thinking of anything something like I wouldn't
Mm.
with it. Although I like Mank more than that movie, but I'm just saying I don't know. I'm seeing a little pattern here
With Netflix.
with Netflix and like I don't know. But yeah, that's just me on Mank. That shit was just fuck.
Bit of a mixed emotions on it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
know.
shit!
Mank.
Whoops! I accidentally turned off my
You
camera.
guys should check out Mank, see for yourselves. Let us know down. Let us know down in the comments below what you thought of it. But I could have watched something else. I could have watched something else instead of Mank. But that's about it for like Fincher.
Yeah. So I guess it's just like I guess one misstep in his lineup.
Yeah, maybe, man. Who knows?
It's fine. I guess every director has a little mistake here, or not a mistake, but like they have a little slip up here and there. I guess
Yeah, but some directors.
some directors just can't seem to miss.
I'll say it, bro. I don't think Martin Scorsese is the best, but I think he's the most consistent director we have throughout our entire generation, along with Kubrick. I mean,
I could definitely see that.
because
I
Kubrick
could.
had like Kubrick had like five. Yeah, he had like five. He had like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Scorsese, yeah, I think he has the potential. I think Scorsese is the most consistent. This even though like there's like a few movies that don't hit, for the most part, when his movies do hit, yo, they leave like a cultural impact. Like, and I think I told you this right. The 70s,
Yeah,
fucking Mean Streets and Taxi Driver. The 80s, Raging Bull, which is still my favorite, and
and
King
then
of
King
Comedy.
Comedy,
Even The Last Temptation of Christ, because that movie had some heat around it when it first got out. The 90s, come on, Casino
Goodfellas,
and Goodfellas, like oh, and then the 2000s, The Aviator and
and
The
then what was
Departed,
it? Yeah,
and then dude, even like people who don't love movies as much as we do, they will say like Shutter Island is their shit. And then especially last decade, man, Wolf of Wall Street's, and as much as and look,
yeah,
I think The Irishman is like basic Scorsese 101. That's still pretty good for a director. The fact he had that much clout for The Irishman, it was 3 hours and 30 minutes. Look, I thought the movie was just good, but even good, it still hits with me, man. Especially those last 20 minutes and those early 20 minutes. I think those first 20 minutes and those last 20 minutes of Irishman are like peak cinema. Like the whole like setting up where he came from the war and getting to this town and where he meets Joe. I'm like, damn, this is good. After it feels, and then after, it's a lot of dragging, but I was still pretty invested. But those last 20 minutes about getting old and seeing those you ruled the world with dying, and you're getting prepared with for your death, and your daughter's, I was like, damn, this is scary as fuck. I hope I don't grow old like that. So again, I think Scorsese is one of the most consistent directors ever. He's in the Mount Rushmore along with Kubrick. I mean, I think I've told you the story too. I think Spielberg lost his shit. I think he lost it.
I think he fumbled it in like the early
Yeah,
2000s.
I think War of the Worlds was like his last good hit for
Yeah,
me.
I think
Because
80s and
everything
90s are kind of
afterwards, I
like
think it's just overrated. Like War Host, The Post, Bridge of Spies. Like, who the fuck's like, oh yeah, Bridge of
I
Spies, like
can't
top
yeah.
tier.
I can't name much Spielberg movies from the 2000s, but like if you ask me about like 80s and 90s
Yeah,
Spielberg,
well, I was like, yeah,
can't
even
he
70s, bro,
couldn't
like
miss back then.
Jaws, Close Encounters.
Yeah, sorry, 70s. Dude, I forgot
I
about
think
that.
he's like, I think he's in the top five. I don't even think he's on like top four.
Yeah,
I know he changed cinema in a way we've seen it, but
I
you can
think
only do so much.
if he had like kept like his streak of like of like good movies,
If he kept this
oh, he
streak,
would have.
he would have been number one. If he kept this
Yes,
streak after, he would have been number one, like
he
without a
yeah.
fucking doubt.
He would have fucking like had the whole world in his hands, bro.
Even like I think he was surpassed Scorsese.
Yeah, it's possible. Although the thing is with Spielberg, he made a lot more I guess family movies if you think about it.
Yeah, and I know, like he made much more mature movies now. But like,
He
I think he could have balanced it out, being not family, but like for audiences, but also like tackle real shit.
mhm.
And I like his last family movie was Ready Player One, and I still like that movie, but I don't love it as much as I did before. You know, I was one of those hype nerds who was like, oh, it's gonna be the best thing ever. Spielberg's back, and I thought I was like, oh, he's back, and then I thought it was like, I like it, but I don't love it as much as I did before. So yeah, I think Spielberg's lost it. I don't think West Side Story is gonna be that good. I think West Side Story is gonna be like, I'm glad I saw it. It's good to experience one of Spielberg's, but that's it. I don't think people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is better than." Okay, you know
Yeah,
what? It
probably.
might just went better because people aren't brown facing in this one. But still, you know, I don't think people are like, "Oh, it's the best thing ever" because of the story. Now I think it's gonna be like, "Okay, yeah, it's Spielberg. Alrighty, I guess that's it." um,
Yeah, it's not like a movie that's gonna be like talked about like for I guess forever.
yeah,
Unlike movies
and
like Jaws and shit.
yeah, Josh is gonna stand the test of time no matter what.
I'm just waiting for Universal to announce the Jaws reboot, and that's when I start protesting.
You know what though? I think you could do a reboot of Jaws, but you got to get the right person. Like
Yeah,
imagine Dennis Villeneuve with a Jaws reboot. Oh my god.
that could be
Yeah,
fire.
you see, or
I guess if you get the right
Oh, not
people,
even Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan do something weird. He probably make it like a generational thing about this shark, about
inverted
with shark
shark.
attacks, and make it like a little bit of Dunkirk's like Chapter 1, the grandfather, 5 years, and then Chapter 2, the father, 10 years, and then Chapter 3, the
Do
grandson,
some
a
freaky
day.
ass shit with it, bro.
Yeah, you'll probably do it like some weird shit, but
Although it would definitely have a fire ass soundtrack, though. Let's be real.
oh yeah, with Ludwig Göransson, like.
Yeah,
Oh
that shit was just hit different.
my god. Yeah, that would have a Hans Zimmer doing Jaws. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's over. It's over.
That shit won best soundtrack. But I think it depends on who you get to direct. I again you can reboot, remake anything as long as you get like a new vision or a new director. But yeah, I think Spielberg days are over, and I think Scorsese is like top tier. I think Fincher still has a chance to earn that top tier. I just think Mank didn't do any favors. Cause Fight Club is in my top five of all time. I'll say that right now. Fight Club is in my top five of all time. What's in your top five, bro? Oh,
My top five, like favorites or
well,
like top
okay.
five
Is there
best
any
movies.
Fincher movie you put in your top tier?
Yeah,
Which
Seven.
ones? Oh yeah, seven is
That one just had a different impact on me, bro. That
yeah,
shit like made me like love like the crime genre like more. I guess like the crime mystery, genre.
yeah, man. The crime, yeah. What he did with seven was crazy.
Huh?
What he did with seven was like
Oh
fucking
yeah.
crazy. Especially the fact that like they kept Kevin like Spacey a secret.
Mm-hmm.
I just hearing about that now. It's like, good luck trying to keep someone a secret. Although they did do that with Mandalorian, kinda. Um,
Yeah.
they kept a lot of good secrets this year. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. Fincher. I'm still excited to see what he does next. I think the next one will be better. Because he's not trying to make this pretentious black and white biopic,
Mm-hmm.
or who knows? Maybe the next one's about Orson Welles. So we'll
You get
see,
his
man.
point of view. Who knows? Mank too.
Oh
Or
no, 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 man. I don't want to make part two. Oh, these black and white movies, man. You got a favorite black and white movie?
favorite black and white movie. Does Psycho count?
Yeah, that is black and white.
Shit, say less. Psycho's up there then.
Yeah, Psycho's pretty good.
That shit just hit different.
High Noon is one of my favorites. I actually really enjoy that
Mm,
style of like in real time and time is running out. I actually really enjoy that a lot. Oh, The General. Have you seen that one?
I haven't.
So it stars this guy named Buster Keaton. He was like one of the biggest like silent film stars, and it's all about him trying to get a girl back. But man, the stunts on this shit was he does a lot of crazy stunts in that movie. That's like one of my favorite black and whites as well.
Pre Tom Cruise.
Oh no, stop! I don't. Oh, you had to bring him up. God damn it, Miguel. God damn it, William. Yo, what would you say is like your? Do you have any favorite movies of 2020?
Favorite movies of 2020. It's hard to say because like barely any came out this year.
Yeah. What's first on your mind?
Um, Probably not. I guess favorite. Yeah, I guess would probably be Invisible Man.
Yeah.
'Cause I think that one was done very well. I didn't really watch much. Or yeah, Invisible Man. I think I actually like Tenet more than it though. I just
I
remember
get
Tenet
that.
came out this year too.
You know how I knew 2020 was gonna be a strange year?
When all the good movies came out in January.
Yeah, when like The Gentleman came out in January, and when Bad Boys for Life, I was like,
Yeah.
we got two good movies.
Like,
Something's up with this
something's
year.
up here. Where's
I
the
don't know
bad?
what's up, but something's very odd about having good movies in January.
Yeah. Where's the
And
bad
we're getting
movies at?
Saudi next
2021.
week. Nah, there's barely any movies coming out next January. So
And then we're getting Wonder Woman this Christmas, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, are you gonna check that out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just not
I
getting it HBO Max though.
um
FBI, don't shut me down again.
nah, oh yeah, keep on looking. I will be doing reviews for Soul and Wonder Woman. I haven't done a review in like
Yeah,
a
let's
long ass
go.
time.
It's about time.
I'm finally gonna do one, and plus, like, I'll probably rewatch Wonder Woman over the weekend. Uh, although I'll say
You
this,
do back-to-back reviews of Wonder Woman.
nah, fuck no.
Uh
I'm already doing two reviews on the same like day, but like, I forgot what movie I was watching. I'm pretty sure it was Wonder Woman, but there's this cringy ass line in there. Oh yeah, it is Wonder Woman. Yeah, we talked about it before.
which
It's
one?
it's
Is it
when
with Aries or Aries? With
yeah,
Aries character?
Aries
Yeah.
yeah, that third act is not good. It's
You
so
can clearly
confusing.
tell it was like changed.
I could tell. I was like, yeah, I don't think Patty Jenkins advocated for this shit. I'm pretty sure Jeff Johns like, we need to make it more comic booky.
Like, yeah, let me just fix this real quick.
Yeah, and he's like, you will be
Fucks it
mine,
up.
Diana. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then the end, Ares dies. It's like the war is over. It's like, whatever happened to humans are more gray? Huh? Whatever happened to that?
Yeah, it's like they did something cool where it's like I beat the bad or with Wonder Woman. It's like I beat the bad guys. Why is the war not over? It's like
That would have been dope.
you don't
Imagine
just
if
kill the
like
guy.
she killed Ares, but she still needed tops. She still needs to stop some shit. That would have been epic.
Mhm.
Cause man,
Or
those
if
scenes. No go.
or if the what is it? What was her name? Doctor Poison, the girl with the like the mask face.
If
Kind of
she
thing?
was like the
If
main
she was like the
villain,
villain, yeah.
I mean, she was a little goofy, but if that was like the main threat, and like I think that would have worked way more.
Yeah, it's like they could have taken Wonder Woman in different ways, but the way they ended up with it's a little questionable. It's like, come on, this
Yeah,
is the best
nah,
you come up
dude,
with.
I straight up fuck with it.
I
I mean, I
like
straight
it,
up fuck
but
with
there
Patty
was more
Jenkins because
potential.
apparently like everyone's loving this third act of Wonder Woman 84, which
Oh
I'm
yeah, I'm
like,
hearing good things
thank
about it.
God,
I'm here.
because
I'm hearing it focuses more on like Wonder Woman as like I guess a symbol of hope.
and the relationship with like her and Cheetah, which I'm like,
Mhm.
yes, character shit. Finally, absolutely, I'm on board, man. I'm on for.
I wasn't excited at first, but it actually sounds kind
I
of
was always
promising.
excited
So
because like the fact she's like, oh no, yeah, Jeff Johnson didn't do that much. So I was like, that third act might be pretty good. That third act might be pretty good, man. But
Yeah,
yeah,
if Wonder Woman 84 is good, then shit.
that's 4 movies in
Rogue
a row.
Rogue Rogue Squadron's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
Rogue Squad's gonna be.
fire.
I think Rogue Squad's gonna be fucking fire. But Cat and Kenny is known to have good ratings. You know what? How about you fuck off? We're gonna get someone.
Yeah, but who
But then again, her
knows? You
contract
know?
expires next year, so
Yeah, who knows? Maybe John Favreau might come on
I think,
in.
I think, I think. Although I really want to see him direct more shit, though. I'm not gonna lie. I
True.
want to see him direct more shit. I want to see him do new stuff. I know he had that one out Cowboy versus Aliens and everything. People make fun of him, but he did Chef.
He
I
also
really
did
like Chef
Elf
and Elf
and
and
Iron
Iron Man.
Man. Yeah.
So like, I
So
kind of want to see him do more
you can't
shit.
completely bash on him for one movie or one movie.
Well, two
I-
Lion King.
Oh, true.
But yeah. Speaking, hold on. Before we jump into the jump, did you hear? Did we talk about it last week? How like the Ray Fisher case is like closed?
I think we mentioned it. I think we talked about
Yeah,
it
I
a
think it's
little bit.
closed. Yeah, we did. And then how like he won, and he has like a new role for an ABC show. I don't know if you heard about that.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, he got like a role on the ABC on like this ABC show, which I think is great.
Yeah, it's pretty
Um,
cool. He's getting more roles now.
Thank God.
Finally put this
Accountability
whole
over
Warner Bros.
entertainment,
case
man.
yeah,
Accountability over
finally putting
entertainment.
this whole Warner Bros. Case to rest.
You know what was a little cringy this week that involved Cyborg? Did you hear about what Zack Snyder said about his movie, about the Snyder Cut?
I know he said a couple things about it, including like the whole release in March shit, but
No. He said like his movie's gonna how like Batman drops f bombs and how he'll get crazy and how his movie's gonna be R. I was like, Zach,
oh
stop,
yeah,
bro.
the rated R
Zach,
stuff.
come on, bro. I'm supporting you, man.
I don't know.
Don't do
I think the rated R
don't
stuff's pretty
pull the
cool.
don't pull the edgy boys on us.
I think
Don't
the
pull
rated
that
R.
card.
I think it's good that it's rated R, but I don't want Batman to drop f bombs just for the hell of it. You know, just
Yeah,
have like
that's
a
just
purpose to
weird,
it.
man. Not even weird. No, it's not weird that he drops F bomb. It's weird if it's just for the sake of it.
Yeah, it was like fucking Superman. We gotta fucking do this. Like, okay, let's not do that.
Yeah, you're not pushing, bro.
Calm down with that shit.
I hope the F bombs are like well paced. I hope there's like, oh fuck, like right before he gets
Yeah,
sliced by like Stephen or some shit like that, man. I just
yeah.
make it natural. But also like that's not coming out in March.
Or like Aquaman saying like, "Let's fucking do this" or something.
Actually, no, I wouldn't mind if Aquaman said that because that fits his character.
It kind of yeah, it does.
But apparently it's coming out in March, which is kind of dope. I
I
actually
thought
can't wait for it.
yeah, my friend sent like the him saying like March and stuff, and then I was like, oh cool, it's a trailer, and then later on I figured out it was the actual movie dropping in March, and I was like, oh shit,
Yeah. We're also getting Falcon and Winter Soldier.
yeah, also in March too, right?
Yeah.
That month's gonna
Um,
be packed.
I mean, maybe because that's when movies really start kicking in. I think by March we'll know whether what's happening or not.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm still excited to see Snyder Cut. This still worries me though because not all of y'all. I'm not saying all of y'all, but a good portion of y'all are toxic as fuck. But having said, bad people. No, having said, a lot of people can do good shit sometimes, right? Like I know this Sunday they're doing this stream for like the suicidal awareness, and I appreciate that, like that obviously because of Zack Snyder's tragedy, obviously what he went through, and I get, and I like when fans do shit like that, right? And I think it was more like that instead of this, we want it, it's hard, like instead of complaining and shit and being all whiny, and yeah, but some of y'all are just really aggressive on this topic. Do you know about the girl who's like not like one of the top tier leads when it comes to like leading the Zack Snyder movement, and
Mhm.
how she called like a brown guy a monkey? Do you know about that?
No, what the?
Yeah. So like a few months back, before like there was this guy, like he was like, oh, stop being toxic and all of that, and I guess she might have went through his profile, seeing he was like a brown guy. And she's sometimes like, shut up, you monkey, or some racist shit like that. So and she's leading like, and she's like in the top leads of this Snyder Cut movement, which is like, yikes.
Hey, what the hell going on, bro? What the
Yeah,
fuck, bro? That
yeah. So that's obviously a little concerning because I don't want people being
yeah,
like, we
that
can bully people or we can do this, and it's like, no.
what yeah, see
You
what
still
is
gonna be,
wrong?
you need to
What
be
is wrong
accountable
with y'all,
somehow.
bro?
But I don't support the movement because I was part of the fandom. I have made fun of the Snyder Cut since day one. When I heard Snyder Cut, I'm like, oh yeah, aren't like isn't Pornhub doing like a version of their for like all their pornos? It's like longer, and like the lighting's like way more brighter. Is that what, like? And I joke about that all the time. And then it wasn't until like November of last year where they were like, release Snyder Cut, Ben Affleck. Everyone was like, oh shit, this is real. This is real actually. Where it came in. So I'm not really supporting for the fan. It's more I'm supporting because of Zach, what he went through, and I think it's fair enough. Even if it is bad, I might as well see the real vision that he wanted to give us.
Yeah. Did you also hear that Zach is, I guess, re-releasing Batman v Superman on IMAX with like some new scenes and stuff like that?
Oh, I heard he wanted to re-release. I heard he wanted to release the Snyder Cut on IMAX.
That too, but also Batman v Superman. And
I don't think I'm gonna go see it though. If I'm
it,
like, if whenever it comes, I like the ultimate version, but I only like the first 2/3. I think that last third is messy as fuck, and I think it's like not that good. I think it would have had the same like pacing and like story elements of the first two acts. It would have been a better movie. But I don't like that third act. As soon as Luther's on the ship, no, as soon as Batman and Superman start fighting, and then Luther's on the ship, that's where it starts losing me. Cause he's like cuts his hand, he's Steppenwolf, and then Doomsday is just like a mess. So I'm not, I won't be able to go see it. But if it's safe by then, if y'all want to go check it out, man, go support the guy if you want.
mhm.
But hey, seeing Justice League on IMAX, that's a different story. All right, that's the Snyder Cut. 4 hours in, hey man, I don't mind waiting. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind. That's the end of the
I
movie.
don't know about 4 hours, but
I don't mind, man. I mean, people used to do that for Lawrence of Arabia because that shit was about 4 hours. So,
damn.
well, it's like 3 hours and 46 minutes, but like when they commercials and shit until it was around 4 hours.
Mm.
But yeah, I didn't hear about that. Yeah, Snack, my boy, stop being
Yeah,
edgy.
big
We're already
moves. Big
supporting.
moves.
Uh, and then yeah. Oh, Scoopers. Talk about that. Talk about the
Oh
Scoops.
yeah.
Daniel Rickman or Richmond. I'm sorry. Not that I want to
I think
like.
it's Rickman. I
I
don't
think it's
know.
Rickman too.
That's
But
how I pronounce it. But
Homeboy was just spitting shit this week. He was saying
yeah.
all kinds of shit. He was saying that some villains might have new designs. He was also he also I think it was last year he talked like there are talks for at least a sequel. I want to focus more about the Spider-Man shit though this week because it wasn't just him. It was also the Disney Insider and some other guys how they were saying how like Sony also like expanded they're in talks to expand their like oh shit is that a bug? Oh no, it's not a bug. They're also in talks to like redo their contract again because Marvel wants Spider-Man to be more of a pivotal role, and yeah, I think that's dope. I think because we all know John Watts is gonna do the Fantastic Four movie. I think if they get a new director, I think that'd be great. I mean, obviously they're gonna get a new director. But dude, like, if, dude, if we get another trilogy of Spider-Man in college, yo, that's gonna be wild.
Yeah, like I don't. I guess like three Spider-Man trilogies in the MCU. One trilogy is his high school life. One will be his college life, and then one is just like his adult life, I guess.
Yeah.
And I guess that trilogy could possibly like set up like Miles Morales or something.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? People
Hmm.
were saying like they should get Rick Famuyiwa, the guy who just directed the previous Mandalorian episode,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, nah, you save him for Miles Morales live action.
Yeah.
You save him for Miles Morales live action, because
I
I'm
think
telling you, man,
if they do Prowler, I think he could fucking kill the Prowler. I
with
think
Childish Gambino, yeah,
yes.
I think Rick Famuyiwa should direct a Star Wars movie because he does all this philosophical shit and he does
Yeah.
the expansive shit. Like when he talks about colonialism, I lost my mind. I was like,
The
I never thought Star Wars would ever tackle this topic, and they did.
Yeah, and even
And
I mean the whole PTSD thing, which I
mm-hmm.
hope Kenobi also taps into that.
Oh, I think that's definitely gonna tap into that. We're
Shows
getting
like
Clone
his
Wars
his
flashbacks.
PTSD into like Clone Wars and Order 66 and all that. But it's crazy how he managed to get like such an amazing performance out of Bill
Bill
Burr,
Burr, yeah, man.
a comedian. He got this whole ass like I would say it's an Emmy worthy performance there with this whole
I might
PTSD.
agree with you, yo, but Emmys. I mean, they nominated Mandalorian for best like TV show, so we'll see.
That Bill Burr scene, bro. That shit was powerful.
Hey, we're getting sidetracked. The point is for Spider-Man, yeah, we didn't get much Spider-Man 3, but we're getting a lot of Spider-Man context, you know. People are like, wouldn't it be great if Sam Raimi directed Spider-Man? I'm like,
I think he did what he, I
I
guess.
think
I don't
because
know.
remember, there's also those rumors that if this one does really well, that they're gonna give Toby his own movie and Andrew's own movie. Which at one point I thought that was that'd be, but now
Spider-Man
I
4?
mean, yeah. So I wouldn't be. Hold up, but we gotta see how this movie does first. If it's overpacked and
Um
it's like barely better than any other Spider-Man, but it's still kind of iffy, I think so. Okay, we did. Let's not do it ever again. But there's still
I
need.
mean, as long as it's better than Far From Home, although that's gonna be a bit of a challenge because Far From Home had uh um Jake Gyllenhaal. So
Okay, I thought you were dissing it. I was like, you shitting
I was about to
on
say
my
Ryan. I was
boy?
about to say Ryan Gosling for some reason.
Oh,
I
I
was
know
about
at
to
one
say
point
Ryan
Ryan
Gosling
Gosling
instead
was in a
of
running to play
Jake
Doctor
Gyllenhaal.
Strange, which I'm glad he didn't. I think
I think
Benedict was the right
Benedict
one.
Cumberbatch. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But overall, yeah,
I think also Joaquin Phoenix was going to as well, huh?
yeah. There's a rumored cameo he might do in Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, that'd be dope. An alternate Doctor Stranges, even
You
like
know
an
who?
evil version.
You know who I'd love to direct? Who I would love for them to direct the next Spider-Man? The guys who did Game Night, John Francis Daly, and
Oh,
his partner. Cause like, yo, I've been a fan of Freaks and Geeks as like since like eighth, ninth grade. I love Game Night. I know they were gonna do the Flash, so it was right for me anyway. But now they're
mhm,
doing the Dungeons and Dragon. Yeah, and he wrote the first Spider-Man movie. I mean, the first
mhm,
Homecoming. He wrote Homecoming.
mm.
I would love to see him direct that so much, but we'll see. You got any directors in mind?
Um, this one might be a little controversial. I don't know, not controversial, but more of like a stretch, I guess. But I think the Russo brothers, if they ever
Nah.
wanted to, they could probably do it. They could probably do a Spider-Man movie because they directed some episodes of Community, and what they did with Community was
Okay, yeah. When
great.
you bring that up, I'm like, okay, I can see that.
Even if
I
it's
can
just
see
like
that.
Spider-Man in his college life, I think they could do that.
Yeah, they could pull that off.
Because they
When you say it like that, I'm like, yeah, they could do that.
Yeah, because they managed to pull off like the whole school aspect with the goofiness and stuff, and like the whole
Hey,
action and
man,
all that.
they already worked Tom Holland on Cherry, so
Exactly. You never know. You
you
never
never
know.
know. I want to see an up and comer though. I'd love to
True.
see an up and comer like direct Spider-Man, whatever the fourth one is. Cause I mean, Spider-Man is my favorite comic book character of all
Spider-Man
time.
Homewrecker.
Yeah, or Home might not even be in the title no more because he's not gonna be a high schooler.
Hmm.
I mean, I really want to see Chameleon. I know we're not getting him, but Chameleon as an adult Spider-Man villain. Oh,
They've set up some good Spider-Man villains that if they don't use, I think it'll be very disappointing.
I think Scorpion is a lock for the third Spider-Man. Without it, I think he's a fucking lock. Because even the guy who like played him teased him with like a Scorpio emoji. We have to see Craven though. I hope Craven's like the main baddie. I know that's coming, but we need Craven, yo. I love Craven. He's got to be one of these new villains, yo. He's
Hmm.
gotta be. And I think they gotta save Norman. I know this multiverse, but I hope it's like a one time thing, and then they do their own thing afterwards. Because I love me multiverse. I think it would have been cooler if this was in Into the Spider Verse 2 or 3. I understand why we're doing this live action. It's gonna be epic seeing Toby, but man, I would have loved a chameleon
Uh,
and
as
and
much as I'm excited to see Toby and Andrew back, I think they could have saved Spider-Verse for later down the road.
or its
I
own
think it's
movie.
too yeah, I think it's just too soon for Spider-Verse. They probably could have waited for Doctor Strange 2 to come out before they doing that too as well. Or
Yeah, it's fine, man. But yeah.
but shit, we got that new catalog though from the Disney shareholders meeting, so we got shit to wait on.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny because I think I told you right. I think it looks like we're getting 6 shows a year.
Hmm.
Because we got our six. But so like for 2022, we got what? We have Moon Knight, She Hulk, um,
It's
um,
Marvel.
Miss. No. Miss Marvel's coming out 2021.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Secret Invasion. There we
Oh,
go. Ironheart.
the War
Armor
Machine.
Wars.
Yeah.
Am I missing one? I
I
know
feel like
there's the
you
I Am
are.
Groot shorts and the Guardians Holiday Special, so that might just be it. But that's still so technically that's like 6 shows.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to
Um,
remember.
uh, yeah,
Huh. Who knows?
And
Hopefully, Daredevil season 4 falls into that 2022 category. Praying
I
on it,
would. I don't think we're getting a season 4. I think we're gonna get a reboot.
man.
Or a reboot, or we're gonna get like another team up, but Daredevil is in it. I think we're doing that.
I just need Daredevil back, man. Charlie Cox's Daredevil's got to be one of the best castings of all time, and Vincent D'Onofrio's Fisk.
Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio was fucking fire.
I just need the Daredevil cast back, man. I love him.
Yeah, dude, though, like,
Speaking of Daredevil, he's also been not like entirely, but it's kind of been teased a little that he might show up in She-Hulk.
oh no, I think Kevin confirmed it. I'm 100% Kevin confirmed it. He's like,
He
and you never know what character might pop up. Red. I mean, that also might be Red Hulk, but I'm pretty sure that was fucking Daredevil.
I want to say it's Daredevil, man. I think I could wait on Red Hulk, but
Yeah, me
Daredevil
too.
need it.
Yeah, I think Daredevil. It's just Charlie Cox. I want to rewatch Daredevil and fucking Punisher because those are my two favorite series.
Yeah,
Because
those are like I think the only
Punisher,
ones I watched. And Defender.
Punisher is
Defender's
just. I
awesome.
think that's the best Punisher we've got because it shows more the
There's not much
human.
competition though.
No, I think Thomas Jane was a great Punisher too. I think he put out the viciousness of
Yeah,
Frank Castle, but
but
I
so did
think
the
the
Netflix
show,
version.
yeah, I think the show like the viciousness, but in the human element, which I
Yeah,
really like.
it also fleshed them out too, which is really nice.
Yeah, and then the
Eh,
Blade movie. People are saying that's coming out in 2022, and I actually agree. Even though, because keep in mind, Captain Marvel 2 was supposed to come out before Blade, and then it got delayed
mhm.
because of But I think Blade is gonna be the next one we hear a lot of more details about.
Yeah, I
I
hope
think
we
that's
hear about a director soon because they still don't
bro.
have one.
Rick Famuyiwa as director's Blade, bro. Come on, give
Yeah,
me that.
I think he
Give me
could. I
that.
think he
He's
could.
already in the Disney family. Give me that Rick Famuyiwa Blade.
He's pretty much in there,
He's
bro. He
already
just
been
one
tackling
phone call, I
shit,
think.
and he knows how to expand. Like, give us Rick Famuyiwa. Come on, Marvel. It ain't that hard. He can do it.
Yo, you know what would be crazy? I wonder how Dave Filoni would be in the Marvel universe. You know, I wonder if he could do
Oh,
anything.
I don't know. I don't think he's bad, but I definitely don't think he's as good because I
I
think
just
that.
think he knows a thing or two about like being a fan. You know, like knowing what the fans would want.
But it seems he leans more to Star Wars way more than he does Disney. I mean, way more than
Probably
he does Marvel.
Marvel, yeah.
Although I think the same thing with Kevin Feige. I think he leans way more tomorrow, but I think if he did something with Star Wars, I think he'll pull it off.
No.
So yeah. But Dave Filoni, yeah. Before we go on to Star Wars, what do you actually fuck? We're going to Star Wars. We're not gonna do. We're not gonna spoil anything. Um, but let's talk about it. I think this will be our final topic, and then we're gonna go and do our own thing. Bro, what a finale! What a finale!
I
I
would
have my
not.
gripes, and I'll share
Yeah,
them in a
if you
bit. But overall, wow.
incredible. I would not be disappointed if this was like the final episode of Mandalorian ever. Like
You know
that's
what's
how
you know
good of
what's
an ending it
you know
was.
what you know what I think about it? It has a lot of similarities with the Boys season finale.
Kinda,
It has
yeah.
a lot, but we'll get into that into our spoiler
It
talk.
ties up a lot of loose ends while also like leaving or also introducing like new ones, I guess.
Yeah, I think what Dave Filoni and John Favreau did, I think, and obviously they're I think they're gonna be set up as the head of Lucasfilm, or at least only for the movies and TV shows.
Hmm.
Um, I'll say this: I think Peyton Reed did a great job directing the finale.
You know what's funny? Grace Randolph said that his directing was terrible this episode. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I know she says dumb shit, but
If
that has
you
to be the
listen to
dumbest
Grace
shit
Randolph,
ever.
you don't need help, but you need to stop listening to that woman.
No,
She
you need
deceived
help.
you.
You need
No,
that's
no,
mental.
no, no. That's going a little too far. But like, it's not fucking. I don't say it. You don't need help, but you need to stop listening to her, yo. She's deceived you. She does a lot of fake scoops. I
She's
was never
very
a
contradictory.
Randolph believer. There was a time when I believed some of her word when Far From was coming out. She's like, "Oh, we're gonna see Oscar." I bought into that, and I saw it. Like, there's no Oscar, but we got Jay Jonah, bitches, yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't listen to Grace. Stop. You want reliable
She-
scoopers? Go to Daniel Regman, Celeb Williams. You go to Disney Insider. You go to like all these
it's
other
just
people. Derek
yeah.
Com. You go to all these other scoopers, man. They do way better. Even discussing film. Even Charles Murphy. You go to
Yeah.
them, man. You go to them for reliable shit.
Yeah,
And
but
then
if you want a good laugh though, Grace Randolph is the
yeah,
way to go.
if you
She
like drink as well, you want to hear weird shit,
mad
go to Grace.
stupid shit, bro.
Mad stupid shit. Yeah, yeah. Um, I'll say this: I think Peyton Reed is a safe director, but even though he's a safe director, when he directs what he needs to direct, he pulls it off. You know, like
I like his direction, honestly.
I think his comedy's great. I really like his comedy. Like in episode 2 with the whole like the new I like that shit a lot. I thought that was fun. I thought that worked. I love that first Ant-Man man. I
That
love
first one,
that's
bro.
in my that that
I,
that movie is so good. I
would
love the
that one be
comedy in it.
underrated? I'm not
I
sure. I
don't think
don't
it's
hear,
underrated. I think it's like mid tier for a lot of
I,
people.
I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, so I kind of sometimes I'll say it's
I'll be right
underrated.
back, man. Just keep on talking about Pain and Reed, all right?
Yeah. Pain and Reed, bro. The first Ant Man, it's really good. But then you look at the second one, and it's not so good. It's a fun movie. Don't get me wrong, but like it, it kind of, I don't know. It turns Ant Man or Scott Lang into kind of an idiot. It dumbs him down completely. When in the first movie we see that he's pretty smart. He's a smart fucking criminal. He's over here doing all this crazy ass shit.
I'm back.
Um, Oh, what's good?
Um,
I was just kind of doing a little rant on Ant Man 2 or Ant Man and
yeah,
the Wasp.
Ant-Man 2 is the one. It's not my. It's in my lowest tier of MCU
It's a fun
movies.
movie though.
It's all right. I think it's okay. I think there's some funny moments, like some cute
Exactly,
moments, and
it's
that's why I
dumb fun.
appreciate it. But overall, it's like it's eh. Like I get why it was made, just to relieve the tension of Infinity War, and it did its job. But there's some cute moments in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'll say that.
Some
It's a
good
cute
jokes.
movie, but it's not a good Marvel movie.
Some good
That's my
jokes in
hot
there too.
take. Yeah, especially with the whole magician shit. I
Yeah,
love that.
with
I
Randall
love that
Park's
so
character and all
much.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, I love it. He's like, I'll be seeing you soon. And he's like, oh, you want to take me out to dinner? He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you seeing me soon. He's like, oh, it's like, he's like, would you want to go out for dinner? He's like, no, I'm good.
yeah.
It's like, it's chill. Like, I appreciate
And
cute shit like that, man.
I think we're getting Randall Park 2 in WandaVision.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited for that.
I wonder if
I'm
Peyton
excited for
Reed
that, man.
directed any episodes of WandaVision.
Nah, nah.
No?
For some weird reason, a lot of these Disney Plus shows have like one
Oh.
director. At least like the hardcore ones, because I know Miss Marvel has a lot of
Yeah, Miss
directors,
Marvel has a couple.
and I think Hawkeye has multiple directors too.
I haven't heard much about Hawkeye besides like the
But
announcement and all that.
yeah, but yeah, I think Peyton Reed is a safe director, but I think he's one of these like cool safe directors. He's not like a Ron Howard where like it's just it's a product. I think you feel the passion and the love
The
of
heart
Peyton
of
Reed
it.
when it is a safe. Yeah, the heart. Specific. I think whatever it is, Peyton delivers like a like a safe product, but you know that shit
Yeah.
comes with love. Because even though I think Ant-Man and the Wasp is like an okay movie, I know it has love, and I always feel that cuteness in
Yeah.
it, no matter what.
I think that's why he would have worked so well with a Fantastic Four movie, which he even wanted to do.
Oh yeah, when I think about that, I would really like to be directed it, but I'm still okay with John Watts. I think he's a goofy, fun director, especially the little Easter eggs he does for
I
Far
guess.
From Home. He does shit with Fantastic Four. I'm like, all right, I'm down.
I guess, yeah.
But yeah, overall, how would you? I think this is it. I think this is it for Star Wars because I think this is the one we shouldn't spoil on the pub.
Yeah,
But overall,
we
man,
usually
what
do
did you go?
spoilers, but
Yeah, we should spoil. Not this
because
one
this
though.
was too
We're gonna
crazy,
leave
bro.
it.
This was too. If we spoil
Yeah.
it, you're gonna lose all enjoyment from this episode.
Do you have any what were your issues with this episode without spoiling, obviously?
Yeah, so obviously it's the one that we talked about before we started the first recording of the pub. There's
Yeah, the first one was funny. Like,
that
yeah,
little grape
we didn't like that.
that little grape. Um, other than that though, I feel I actually didn't have much issues. I thought it was an overall
Yeah,
great episode. Yeah.
I think some things were brushed over a tiny bit quick. Specifically something with Moff Gideon.
Mm.
Um, my other gripe with this is look at him sipping like I'm better than this motherfucker. Keep on talking bitch. No, no, no. My not gripe, but I think this finale could have been longer. And I've always been preaching
Yes.
this. Um, if next season's like this, I think I'll live with it. We'll cope with it, and we'll move on. But if they listen to the fans, make it maybe longer than 42 minutes. and not 30.
Yeah,
I think that'd be better.
I think this episode was
But
like the second or third longest of
it
this
was the
season.
third. It was the third.
Because I know there was another one that was also 47 minutes, but
No, so last year's finale was. Oh yeah, you're
I'm
right.
talking about
Nah,
this
nah.
season. I'm talking about
Yeah,
this season.
yeah. You're right. You're right. Yeah, it's the third
I
because
thought it was gonna be over an hour because like the first episode was like a whole ass movie.
yeah, yeah. I just I think I really dug this episode. It leaves a lot of questions for season three, obviously.
Yeah, like where the fuck is the show gonna go next? You know?
Yeah, this show is gonna go a lot of crazy ass places. Um, I'm I'm sold on the character of Cara Dune. That's my hot take. I'm sold on that character. I think we have enough not to build a show around her, but for her to be like a character on another show.
like
I
another
really
second,
hope it's not about her. I hope
mhm.
it's like a team that she's also in. Like
Like a
if it's
Suicide
like
Squad kind of thing, but like good Suicide Squad almost.
yeah, like if it's like the setup team we saw for the rest, although we're not sure because there's something else, there's someone else getting their own
Hmm.
show, and it looks like they're gonna be a part of that. But if it is just that those four group, I'm down for it. I'm like that works. That's a nice setup for a TV show in a group.
Yeah. Yeah. During this episode, I was also thinking, Cara Dune's character is not that bad. It's actually kind of a badass.
Yeah. Now the actress, I would
That's a
really
different story.
appreciate it if you could just shut the fuck up. Stop.
That's a different story. But right now, I'm trying to like separate the artist from the art. You know,
Yeah, and that's hard sometimes. Obviously,
it
we
is.
understand if we're
So
not gonna fucking you're a pussy. No, like if you don't like character, yeah. If you
that's
don't like
cool.
character as an
That's
actress,
cool.
that's cool. It is what it is. It's all right. But
Uh,
for me, yeah, I think I'd be okay if that person got their not their own, but like was in another show and they're one of the main characters. I don't think the acting on her is too good, but with other characters, Rangers in the Repose is gonna be interesting. I think I don't know. I think she's being, and I think we're gonna introduce other characters, and I think there's gonna be another character that we saw that also might be part of that show.
I hope.
Once I go,
I hope Bill Burr's character comes back.
oh, I look. I think I would be, but Bill Burr doesn't really give too much shit about Star Wars, even though he does it because like he's cool friends with like Favreau. But
Yeah.
if he did, I
I.
would watch that.
It's just that I've kind of fallen in love with this character, bro. After, especially after
Yeah,
that episode, which was kind of like a him episode.
yeah, man. I just what a season.
Yeah. And then now that I think of it, I do have a gripe with this finale.
Mm.
Obviously, the time I felt like this episode could have benefited from an extra 15 to 20 minutes of time because there were some things that they could have tied up in this episode, but that they're saving for next season for some reason. Um, but also a little bit of or not a little, but some of Moff Gideon's dialogue kind of felt a little like too much exposition, I guess.
I don't know, cause he kind of not getting spoiled. He kind of confirmed things we already knew, and he kind of just advances in the way he says it. Nothing too mind blowing. This is a spoiler, but I thought we were gonna go to Camino and we are gonna learn more of our shit there.
Yeah, I thought the final battle was gonna be there.
Semi spoiler. We don't go to Camino. Something else happens.
Yeah.
Um,
We go to Hoth instead.
no, I won't. But yeah. Overall, man, I think this season Mandalorian killed it. I'm
I
kind of
think
glad they didn't show us a lot. I will say this: you could have marketed a lot of shit out of those 4 episodes. That's all I'll say. Keep it a secret. You could have shown like you could have shown the crate dragon. You could have shown the ice spiders. For episode
yeah.
3 with Bo-Katan, you could have shown the Mandalorian being betrayed. Maybe not the baby, but just Mandalorian. For episode 4, I think you could have shown a lot of shit in episode 4.
Mhm.
Everything without the lair. You could have shown the classes. You could have shown Horatio back. You shown a lot of things. You could have marketed a little bit better without giving away too much spoilers. Overall, great season. Side
Yeah.
for episode 3. Miguel, final thoughts?
Yeah, you always ask me like what do I think is like the best Mandalorian episode? It's this one. It's this one easily.
Of
This
all
is
or this season?
of all. Of all. I think this is easily the best one. It just I don't know. It met my expectations and even exceeded them as well.
All right. Well, that's it for the pub. Although
Yeah.
tomorrow we will have our Mandalorian season 2 spoiler talk. We're gonna dive deep into everything and anything.
Yeah.
If you like what you watched, come on, man, give it a like. Share this shit with your friends. Comment, call us pricks, or just do some shit with it. Share us. It's not
Yeah.
that hard. We at 34. Can we get to 35 subscribers? Let's get to 35 subscribers. At least one more. One of y'all out of every. Let's see. Let's get one more. Well, that's
Let's
all
do
we
it.
need. One subscriber and we good. We good, man. It just one subscriber at a time. Let's get to 35. Let's get halfway of like what? 70, 35. Yeah. Let's get halfway through 70. Come on, y'all. We can do this. We can do this, y'all. All right. We'll see you next week. It will be Christmas, obviously. I think it's safe to say maybe Christmas topics more next
Yeah.
week.
Favorite
Um,
Christmas movies or something?
yeah. So I'm be on the lookout, y'all. Till next time, I'm Alex.
I'm Miguel.
Take care, y'all. Stay safe. Yeah.
Yes, sir.